Jennifer Atino, attached to the VIPPU, the Very Important Persons Protection Unit, was shot by her partner on 5th September in an incident suspected to be one of domestic violence. Police said the incident happened at the Ginger Road Police Barracks. On Sunday, 2 children were poisoned to death by their father, who fled but was later arrested. In Katwe, Kapeke Zone, another suspect identified as SUDHIR ByarUHANGA allegedly killed his girlfriend and dismembered her body before burying various parts in different places. Are all these cruel acts hinged on anger? NTV sought some answers from psychiatrists who explain the warning signs of an anger management issue.
In mental health, we call it irritability. Basically, small things easily annoy you, or even not only small things, but big things. But we talk about here small things. Normal situations easily annoy you. For example, you're driving on the road, a border comes and crosses you, and you feel angry. You know, you see road rage.
You need to go back to why you're angry in the first place, and should you address your anger right now, or what we would advise most times is to take a time out, be able to think about what has made you angry, how best do you want to address it, and first recollect your emotions so that when you do express your disappointment, your bereavement, your loss, you're actually expressing it in an emotionally controlled way.
According to experts, the moment a person is angered and loses control of his emotions, it is important for them to move away from whatever is annoying them.
You know that when you're angry, you can do funny things, you can do dangerous things, and we don't want to be on the other side of the law. So once you know that when you're angry, you react differently or violently, first move away from that situation.
Because at the heat of your anger, you are unable to reason clearly or rationally. So the best way is to walk away and first have time to reflect, do yourself some deep breath relaxation techniques, and then also think about the reason as to why you're angry.
But what happens if the case where a partner leaves the house after a quarrel but has to return to the same person who annoyed them?
Talk to someone who is not a cause of your anger, but also calling in a mediator to sit and try to listen objectively to the two sides can actually help your anger from going out of control.
What state of mind have you come back in? Are you now calmer to talk about the situation, or is she calmer to talk about the situation? You know, it takes two.
Different situations trigger anger, and as experts advise, if it is another person who has sparked off your anger, how should they conduct themselves?
It is necessary that the person annoying you actually gets to know that they did this or they are continuously doing this, which is annoying you, and then have them also check themselves.
Doctors say that a short temper is a sign of mental health problem.
The normal things we go through, disappointments, failure, normal stresses of life. But when you find that these normal stresses of life actually irritate you to the extent where some people actually start fearing you, you know there's a problem. Now seek help.
When overwhelmed by anger, this is what you do to overcome it.
One could be learning to accept that I can't change this, but when this person annoys me, when I get disappointed, maybe I need to journal down my emotions. Maybe I need to take a walk or do an exercise. Some people will cope by listening to soothing music.
And when you do distract yourself, then that whole situation no longer means much as it was before. And then you can revisit the situation, understand it in a whole context.
Experts say that every time when a person is angry, there is always a burst of energy within the brain that propels them to act in an aggressive or self-defense manner. But remember, every time when you're angry, you should think about the consequences of any of your actions. And it is also important to note that violence is refuge for the incompetent. SUDHIR BYARUHANGA, NTV.